I feel like these videos are, my goal for these videos at least, are to be something daily that, even if it doesn't provide deep, profound spiritual insight, we're not breaking through the barriers of existence, at least somewhere where you can unwind, do the dishes, have a routine, have a routine of respite during the chaos of it all. At least that's what I love about my favorite YouTube channels, which aren't even spiritual channels, they're like gamer channels. And anywho, let's get into the video. The video is why chasing spiritual enlightenment is holding you back. And there are some super obvious ones, and I'm going to try and speak on this topic as sincerely as I can, and I'm going to speak on this topic as if I was talking to myself on the other lens, because I notice when I do that, I don't use the massive spiritual cliches. Like, the first thoughts that came to my head was, oh, the more you act like spiritual enlightenment is something that you have to get, then that means you're creating separation and you'll never have what you're always chasing. Or, oh, it's the ego masquerading as the enlightened self, and all that stuff just seems so, it's true. But, all right, let's go. Keyth. Spiritual enlightenment is more about acceptance, I've learned, than about improving yourself. Improving yourself, Keyth, is something you're gonna have to naturally do. Improving yourself is like, it's life. Life lives, life expands, life becomes more complex, life evolves, life devolves. The one thing that life does is it undergoes change. And we can't stop the change, but we can guide the change, right? We can guide the change higher and better if we want. We can guide the change lower and darker if we want. Like, say, Alan Watts talks about this a lot. Imagine you can dream any dream you want to for any length of time you want. You dream that you're an enchanted wizard. You dream that you're the hero. You dream that you have all the babes in the world. You dream that you're Frodo Baggins of your own story, taking magical rings and hammering out riddles with cave trolls. Like, you do whatever you want, but you don't want it to be a dream anymore. You want it to feel like there's more at stake. You dream a dream where you don't know you're dreaming at all, and say that's where we are today. So that type of change that we want isn't becoming an ascended master. It's about having a different experience of the world, because there are an infinite amount of experiences to have, and the master, the adept, is one that knows how to use the rules of the game. Enlightenment could simply be not becoming Yoda, but allowing ourselves to be friggin' human. That's it. Just allow yourself to be a goddamn human and enjoy your life for what it is. One of my favorite quotes is, enlightenment is not about finding God and peeling the potatoes. It's simply about peeling the potatoes. And I love that, because when I look back at the very beginning of my spiritual journey, when I feel like the first third of my spiritual journey felt the most wholesome, because that's where first, this brings me to my next point. If I were to break up my spiritual journey as now being the epitome, it's not, but let's say it is. Let's say the first third of my journey to about here was when I hit this point of, you understand that there's more to reality than what meets the eye, which is a wonderful thing, because it leaves room for magic. Man, those dogs, there go those dogs again. We tend to think of enlightenment as the pinnacle of existence, but it can't be, because the pinnacle means it's somewhere that sort of stays where it is, but life comes and goes, and instead of that pinnacle of existence, it can be instead moments of clarity that sort of weave in and out of our daily habits, our daily choices, because we're in this sort of 3D matrix realm, and we're going to be, thank God, thrust upon people that we don't like, thrust upon people that will challenge us, because the challenge gives us growth. And not that the challenge gives us growth, but that the challenge gives us an opportunity to lose. And I think that's often overlooked in the spiritual realm. It's like everyone wants enlightenment because they want to be a better person, they want to be able to lucid dream, they want to astral project, they want to fucking meet with Bashar, they want to talk to the aliens, they want to channel the Arcturians, they want to do all these wonderful, magical, mystical things. Wonderful. But if there's no opportunity to fail, what's it all worth? You play video games, you start on easy, then you go to medium, then you go to hard, then you go to expert. Then you beat it on expert, and you probably play a different video game, right? Because once we've hit expert, let's say expert is nirvana or oneness or whatever, then you go, well, that was wonderful. I've made it to the end. Now what, it's just this for eternity? No, we need the opportunity to lose, but let's not be ridiculous. We also want the ability of autonomy, of sovereignty, independence from the external world, so that we can guide the experience as we deem, because there's a lot of heinous, terrible experiences that none of us wish to have. That might be a different video. We'll continue. But I do think that if we can see clarity as these moments, if we can see enlightenment as these moments of profound clarity in, oh my God, the purpose of my existence isn't to find God, it's to simply peel this potato and be as acutely aware of this moment as possible, or being with my lover, or being with my child, or being on this hike, or looking at this sunset, and then it's like, it's light that way. You know what I mean? It becomes light. It becomes something that we can play with. It becomes something that we can talk about, something that we can recall, and most importantly, something that doesn't induce anxiety if we don't receive it. Keith, or let's see if I can talk to this person who I want to be talking to, which is myself. If we can get away from this idea that is, you have these 12 steps, you have these 3 simple steps to enlightenment. If we get away from that idea, then we can go, instead of 3 steps to enlightenment, we go, hey, there's these 3 steps to the goal that you want to reach. And here are the 15,000 moments of enlightenment validating clarity that you will receive from the moment you take your first step. The moment you take your first step, you have the ability to reach that clarity that brings the bliss of enlightenment. Does that feel better? It feels better for me. The power of embracing these fleeting, temporary insights is that they last with us. Even if the bliss ends, the program has been, the seed has been set in the subconscious mind, and we can take that forward with us. If we lose it tomorrow, we go, whatever, I lost it tomorrow. I'm going to get it again the next day, or maybe even 5 minutes from now. I'm going to lose it again. I'm going to get it. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to sleep. You guys study hermetics. Or if you don't, and this is your first time on the channel, hi, my name's Keith. Like and subscribe. Hey, was that a nice segue to a like and subscribe? That might have been my cleanest segue to liking and subscribing I've ever done in my history. Anywho, the beauty and leaning into fleeting moments of clarity and enlightenment is that we understand that even if they are not here now, they will come again. And that the messages that we get from these fleeting insights don't ever leave us. Oh, remember who you are. You are my son, the one and true king. I need to watch Lion King again. It's been a while. Enlightenment can be like this mosaic of experiences, right? You have one over here, you have one over here, you have one about your social life, you have one about the external world, you have one about the internal world, you have one about your father, you have one about your lover, you have one about the subconscious mind. You get them all over the place. You get them while you're meditating, you get them while you're having moments with your lover, you get them while you're on top of a mountain, right? And like a mosaic, like a puzzle, you sort of piece them all together at the end of the journey, and you go, wow. And we do this all the time. We go, wow, what a beautiful existence. What a beautiful existence I've been having. What wonderful moments my life has brought me this past decade. Or terrible. Sorry, that's another side quest. All right, here's your guys' call to action. Sorry, we need more light. Here's your guys' call to action. Have you, or maybe it's been a while, but when was the last time you had a moment where you just sat there and you were like, oh my God, this is it? It could have been while you were sitting with some plants, if you know what I mean. It could have been while you were having some special moments. It could have been while you were watching a sunset over the ocean with all the colors of the rainbow painted across the sky. You felt that, right? That was it. That was it. That was the bliss. That was the eternal bliss that we crave. Those little moments are it. I know, recognizing these and really loving the fleeting moments of clarity is gonna ground the hell out of you. It's going to give you confidence. It's going to give you hope. It's going to give you a sense of like, this is welcome to being human. I found myself saying this so many times. I found myself saying this a lot lately, where someone says something acknowledging the terror of the world or acknowledging aspects of the world that we just really don't like that much. And my response is, and I say this genuinely and sincerely, I say, welcome to being human. I don't know what to tell you. No one ever said this was going to be perfect and easy and flawless. I don't know what to tell you. Welcome to humanity, baby. As we wrap this up, just remember, listener, viewer, I see you. Remember that the end goal of our spiritual journeys can be something that we feel every day. It can come during a quiet breath, a brief moment of clarity, a moment of bliss. Celebrate them for what they really are, which are pockets of enlightenment, pockets of bliss, pockets of the thing that you've been chasing your whole life. If this video has helped you guys, share it with your community. Let's grow. I'm back. I love you guys. Thank you for the continued support. And thank you and on behalf of all of your souls, I'm channeling on behalf of your soul. Watch, you're watching this. I see you. On behalf of your soul would like me to tell you, thank you for acknowledging the small moments of clarity. Thank you. Your soul tells me, thank you for peeling the potatoes instead of trying to find God in them. See you next time.